Wow, welcome back to another episode of the Kotatsu Chatsu here with Yuka and Brandon.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. So today we thought we'd pick another topic from the hat.
Hi.
Yuka's got one, so let's go. Take this one.
Hi.
Ooh, this is a good one. Food at home.
Yay, food.
Food at home. Yuka's favorite topic is food, right?
I love food. Who wouldn't?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of food, surprisingly, right? But today we're going to talk about food. I guess, you know, the difference between food in Japan at home, like home-cooked meals, and food in Canada, I suppose, right? Yuka is a very big fan of food, would you say?
Just thinking about food makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And I like to see the all dishes. It's very looks very pretty.
Yeah, she likes looking at food.
Menu too.
Yeah.
Like whenever I read the menu, makes me like imagine, oh, what it's gonna be, how taste it gonna be. Now I wanna try.
Yeah, she's constantly researching menus for hours.
Yeah, most of the thing I do like my spare time, I look at the menu of restaurant.
But today we're talking about food at home.
Yes.
So, okay. Let's start with what we ate today for supper, for example. We actually had a bit of an easy meal today. Wasn't so Japanese, was it?
Actually, like our style is not really Japanese. Cause like I serve you one plate, and then like little rice, and then maybe like stir the vegetable or
Steam.
fish. Yeah, steam the vegetable or fish,
Yeah.
or one main thing, and a little yasai. That's it, right?
Yasai is vegetables.
Yeah, that's it. But most of Japanese home meal, this is like more little thing comes together.
Yeah, little dishes, maybe like 6 to 10 little dishes of like maybe a little meat, a little rice, a little miso soup, a little bit of vegetables, a little bit of pickled vegetables too, right? Always pickled.
Yeah, on the side, a side menu for rice if you like.
A little dessert,
But
like fruit or something.
Yeah,
right?
depends on home. But like particularly my house, they don't really. My parents didn't really recommend me to eat fruits at night because fruits has a lot of sugar, and then you don't really need sugar at night.
That's true. Oh, okay. Let's start. That's
It's
a good
nice
place.
to eat breakfast.
That's a good place to start. Next is growing up. What kind of things did you eat at home? Like you come home, maybe we could do all the meals, breakfast, and then your mom would make a lunch, and then dinner. So what would you start your day off typically?
Actually, I'm not a big fan of breakfast because like I can't eat breakfast right after I wake up. But my mom served me maybe toast, egg, and maybe sausage.
Toast, egg, and sausage.
Yeah.
So kind of a Western
Yeah.
style.
Or like she served me rice, miso soup, and grilled salmon.
Okay, so that's more Japanese.
Yeah, with rotten bean, natto. But I couldn't really eat any of them. But my mom forced me to eat because Japanese meal style is like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was eating with my father sometimes and my sister. And then my father went to work, and then we went to school. And then like lunchtime, like during junior high and elementary school, we had kyushoku, which is like you are served already certain food from school.
So kyushoku is like prepared meals from the school. So you pay a certain amount of money every month, right? You pay for it.
I guess so. I don't remember, but like the menu itself is like completely like variety because like nutrition decide menu.
Okay, well first before we get to lunch, let's take a step back. So you ate between a mixture of Western and Japanese breakfast. Now I'll explain what I ate growing up. I was kind of like you. I wasn't a huge breakfast guy. But that's one thing I do miss living in Japan is a Canadian breakfast. When I do eat it, I really enjoy it. So typically when I was going to school, it would be something quick like a cereal or toast, maybe an apple, something quick to get out the door. You know, and we'd usually eat like healthier cereals like Cheerios, or we had one called Shreddies, which was shredded wheat essentially, Raisin Bran, that sort of stuff. You know, so that's kind of what I ate. But then on the weekends we'd eat bacon and eggs with toast, and I always liked my eggs over easy. And then I would dunk the toast in the yolk and eat it, and then eat the bacon. I really enjoyed that. My mom makes the best bacon and eggs. And then in Canada, that's pretty standard and popular breakfast. Some people get it with sausage, some people get it instead of bacon. Some people get it bacon and sausage. And then a little bit of a difference, though, we did eat a lot of pancakes as well, and I do like pancakes. But how I grew up was a bit different because we ate more Scandinavian style pancakes, which are a lot thinner, more like crepes. And we actually have a Finnish restaurant called the Hoito, which is one of them. Actually, I think it's pretty popular in Canada. People stop at it when they're traveling across it for these particular pancakes because they're very thin. And I make them sometimes here, although they're quite filling, would you say, for the amount of
butter?
Yeah, a lot of butter.
You use so much butter, and I feel
well, that's the recipe.
I feel guilty eating, and then
it tastes so good.
I feel like how it's going to damage my organs, so I have to wipe all the butter.
Definitely not healthy for you, but it is good. So that's kind of what I eat for breakfast. We didn't really have a foreign breakfast like you. You kind of had like two different kinds of breakfast. We kind of just stuck to the those made cereal or bacon and eggs. But my question to you is because we don't really in our house we don't really eat breakfast at all. I usually don't eat until lunch and dinner. But so I don't really know what a Japanese traditional breakfast is. What is a traditional?
I think traditional is like rice, miso soup, and a little like pickle, like vegetable pickle, and grilled fish.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because that's what I had at like Japanese hotels, like ryokans and stuff before. And I don't mind the food in Japan. I like it, but like breakfast in Japan is really difficult for me. I just can't eat cold fish or rice in the morning. And
but depends, like it's
not for me.
Most of the time, like those fish freshly served, just come from oven or a grill, so you don't really get to eat cold fish.
I did. I'd never had warm fish in the morning. It was always cold. It wasn't fresh at all.
Yeah.
But then you also eat, like you mentioned, natto, which is like
very healthy.
I mean, if you know what natto is, you know why foreigners don't like it so much. Although there is an increasing number of foreigners I find that say they like natto. I don't necessarily believe they like it, but I believe they tolerate it, and it's not. They don't think it's that bad. But I don't necessarily think they like it. I think they're lying. But you love natto.
Yeah, I think like I just get used to that taste.
Yeah.
If I don't, I think if I didn't eat, I didn't grow up eating natto. Maybe I didn't really like it. And then there is quite a lot of Japanese people who can't eat natto.
So natto, what it is fermented soybeans. It's rotten beans essentially, and it's I think the smell's probably worse than the taste, but it is hard to be around. Like,
But I used to eat like rice, natto, soy sauce, and then little mustard, and little green onion, and raw egg, and then mixed together, and then that can be like my little snack or something. But I really liked it, and then like if compared to one little hamburger,
yeah,
you eat one bowl of rice and then natto, it's more fulfilling, and then it's healthier.
it's definitely healthier,
yeah.
but it definitely tastes terrible.
Yeah, even like some Japanese people say that.
Yeah, I don't know. But we have, interesting enough, we live in an area where they have a natto in a vending machine, right?
Yeah.
Just that's a fun fact. But okay, so you ate. Going back to it, where were we? Oh, you had a Japanese breakfast and Western influenced breakfast. I will say, not definitely Western, but Western. Which one do you like better?
For breakfast?
Yeah.
Breakfast.
If you have to eat breakfast, if you have to choose.
Now?
Yeah, like if
Now, like
if you have to choose, we go to a hotel, and they have a Japanese breakfast and they have a Western breakfast, and you have to eat it. It comes with the room service. You paid for it anyways. What do you choose?
I choose cereal.
So Western breakfast.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because like after I started living myself, I skipped breakfast most of the time, and then even I had the time to eat the breakfast, or I felt like eating breakfast, I didn't really want to cook rice, miso soup, that kind of stuff. And then plus like my stomach just like was not really ready. But most Japanese people are, but I was not ready somehow. So I started to eat like little one, bread or donuts or cereal, and then I found that it's like very easy to go to work, and I don't know, it's not really too heavy.
So it's not.
I mean, like if I eat like
I'm just ding.
Canadian breakfast was like very heavy for me.
But are you serious?
Yes, because like you guys eat like fried potato.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then like greasy bacon and toast with tons of butter. Just by looking at it, like I feel very unhealthy.
But
and I don't want to eat it.
Take away the healthy part and just pure flavor.
I just don't like greasy part. Like it's too much for me.
Okay, so that makes it taste bad to you.
Yeah.
I love it. But you have heard it here. She takes a Western breakfast over Japanese breakfast, which proves my point.
Personally.
Proves my point that Western breakfast is the best.
No, I didn't say that.
No.
I said like it's very...
Western breakfast is the best.
No, Western breakfast, like personally, I like cereal. Cereal and then
Still
like
counts.
a little simple bread.
Still counts.
And then without oil, without butter is better. Cause like oil, butter, like heavy in the stomach.
Bacon and eggs versus fish and miso soup for breakfast. Obviously, bacon and eggs wins.
No,
obvious.
For healthy reason, I go for miso soup and then grilled salmon or grilled fish.
Okay, but grilled salmon does taste good, but I don't necessarily want to eat it in the morning.
I understand, cause like I had so many friends told me who at the beginning when they tried Japanese food that was very heavy for them. But for me, opposite. Like if I ate fried potato or hash brown, or like pancake with tons of butter and the syrup, it was very heavy. So I think it's just like a matter of what you get used to.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And I didn't grow up that way. And you grew up with kind of both.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Okay. So moving along, because we should move along. Will be lunch. You talked about it. I don't want to spend too much time on the kyushoku because I want you to explain it because I think it's important. But I want to know more about when you had to do lunch for yourself because we're talking about at home.
Yeah.
So, but explain kyushoku to people. And what would you typically have? This is the lunch the school provides.
So yeah, kyushoku is like every day different meal. So
Japanese curry would be amazing though.
We had the Japanese curry and then salad, and then like we Japanese have a word ichiju sansai, meaning one miso soup and then 3 vegetable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like based on that, like we have like a little rice, miso soup, and then some two little tiny like vegetable stuff, and then main, and then like maybe like they make it under 600 kilocalorie.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it's very healthy conscious, and then you know, sometimes you get to eat of course like Westerners food too, like pasta.
Oh, really?
Or you know, but you know, Chinese food, French food, anything. But we have each school has a professional nutrition, so they make the menu, and then they calculate how much fat they use, how much carbohydrate they use, how much sugar they use. So it's pretty healthy meal.
And when you were little too, she was part of the era. I don't think so many schools do it anymore, especially after a bunch of PETA activists. But you used to eat whale.
Oh yeah, like my
Kujira.
I still believe like several school serve well.
But it's not very common, right? I don't think so, not anymore. I think mainly southern Japan, like your area.
But actually, like
Kyushu.
taste, I hate it personally.
Yeah.
It's like very like chewy, and then like smells very unique.
Yeah, I can't say. But you were part of it when that was more common back when you were in school, I believe. Okay, but now that you're older and out of school, what would you typically eat for lunch at home or at the office?
It's like mix again. Like I eat Western food. I eat Japanese. Like you know, as we are living in a big city, you can reach to any type of food.
Yes.
So if I would love to eat something Japanese, I would cook myself Japanese. Or if I feel like I want to eat a sandwich or hamburgers, I cook. So it's like mix.
Okay.
But I like simple. So for lunch, I don't really like to eat very big or heavy because I'm gonna fall asleep in the afternoon as I have to, you know, work. So I most of the time like I eat a rice bowl and a miso soup and something little yasai vegetable. So like you see what I cook for myself for lunch.
But I don't like you go out and eat other things too. Yuka, she loves food, so she makes a little something and then she goes out and buys a lot of something.
Like what?
Like okashi or noodles or more onigiri or all of that plus okashi, and then you go to a restaurant.
But the thing is, like, I always calculate my calorie, how much calorie I eat.
The Japanese girls
and
are crazy like
I
that.
always like see how much fat these food are, and then especially like when I was little, I was in a gymnastic team, so I was trying to know that kind of stuff, and then I was trying to be aware of my weight. So I try to not to eat like something fatty. Even even I want to. For instance, in Japan, like you have a lot.
But you eat a lot of okashi.
But okashi is also like I calculate calorie. All those cookies.
Not all the time.
No.
How many calories are in those okashi you brought home?
All those cookies that I bought from online was actually made by tofu.
Yeah,
so
she buys like dog biscuit cookies.
Yeah, it's like very healthy. And then like one cookie, or if you eat like 5 huge cookie like that, it's still 100 less than 100 kilocalories.
Yeah, but you eat a lot of ice cream too.
That ice cream is made by tofu as well, and then like one like a little cup. Like if you go for Haagen-Dazs, for instance, Haagen-Dazs has a lot of fat.
Yeah.
So one cup is like maybe 150 to something.
Cups here in Japan are very tiny too. They're not very big.
Right, but like that one is just 80 calorie.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you said it's not good to eat sweets before you go to sleep. But she will literally at like midnight or 1 a.m. get up. She's like, I can't sleep because I haven't eaten.
Yeah, I think like my circulation system, I'm a lucky one. Like my circulation system is pretty good. Like whenever I go to check up, like they say I still have like 16 years old. How to say, like burning?
Burn calories,
burn
like
calorie.
A 16-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Metabolism.
Yeah, metabolism is pretty
That's
good.
What we're looking
Yes.
for.
So I need to eat middle of sleeping.
To fall back asleep.
Yeah.
To sleep. She needs to fuel herself up so she can sleep. But that's besides the point. I just think that's hilarious. So, okay, for lunch. And then for me for lunch, typically, well, what I used to do when I lived in the countryside, I would go to the supermarket and buy a lunchbox. And those are pretty healthy, would you say, for the most part. And then when I moved...
But like, I thought you eat every day same. Like in Japan, it's pretty... my mom would say, "Oh, eat variety food,
Yeah.
not only like, let's say like when I was little, I wanted to eat, I don't know, just let's say like fried chicken or something, and then if I eat like one day and the next day, Mom, I wanna eat fried chicken, she's gonna be like, no, like you have to eat like more variety. So like yesterday you ate fried chicken, so we eat something else. And then my mom cook, so many little things on the table. When you come to my parents' place, you see tons of like.
But I think she just does that for us.
No. My father don't like if he's served only like one or two, and then he looks like very like upset, and then is that all tonight? So my mom, and then all of like, especially like my mom is like after she married, she never worked. So
housewife.
Yeah, housewife.
She's
So
always working.
So like 24 hours, 7 days, ne?
Yeah.
And then that's why like she her meal is like just like perfect, so many variation, because she thinks that's her job.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, like yes, like when you are in countryside,
yes,
like when you bought like a bento box, and then I would say that is a much healthier than eating McDonald's or junk food, of course.
Yeah. So I used to eat pretty much every day. I'd have gyoza and
dumpling.
And like tonkatsu or fish, whatever was the bento. I mean, these old grandmas would make them in the mornings, so they were good. And they came with like rice and vegetables. And then when I moved to Tokyo, I kind of changed, and because we don't really have supermarkets where I work close to, so we started going to food trucks, and every day is like a different country essentially. I eat Indian, I eat Singaporean food, I eat Italian food, I eat Japanese food. And I have a set routine I like to do, but it's not, I'll be honest, it's not as healthy. Tuesdays are healthy though. But it tastes good. So I mean, but that's my routine. I don't really make lunch at home, so. But
I make lunch myself sometimes.
You do.
So I make rice bowl, and then sometimes I make a sandwich, but try not to use oil again. Like mayonnaise, no mayonnaise, like
I hate mayonnaise.
no butter or anything. Like try to make it healthy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like personally, like my stomach doesn't really do good with oil.
I don't think anyone's stomach does good with oil.
Yeah.
To be honest, but I think people learn to tolerate it.
Cause like like my mom never let me to eat junk food like McDonald's or something up to I was
12?
Yeah, 12.
12, yeah.
And then for the first time, like my mom allowed to me to eat junk food, I felt disgusting. Like,
yeah, I can imagine.
First time when I ate the McDonald's cheeseburger, I was like, what is this very disgusting stuff inside, like a pickle? And then I literally...
But you guys eat pickled stuff all the time.
But it's tastes different. And then
That's fair.
How could the people eat this kind of stuff? And then like a French fry tastes a little bit weird to me. Like it's completely different from my mom cooked, homemade healthy.
But you like it now.
Yes, and then like after that, like a fillet of fish, I was like, what's
that's disgusting.
this? Like
but you like that, eh?
And then like a interesting happened. Like after like I ate, like maybe even like I hate it. Somehow, like I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna try, maybe I'm gonna like it, and then boom, I did it 3 times. After that, I liked it.
Interesting.
So I believe something wrong with that, ingredient, and then I was addicted to.
Yeah, it has that effect. I don't mind it. But I don't really make a lunch, but Yuka has offered to, and she even said she'll make me a karaben, which is a character bento, which is a character lunchbox where the moms make them for the kids with little characters. So one day maybe I will let her do that for me. And then she offers.
Plus, like Japanese people try to make bento box their own because that can be more healthier and more economical.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Cost performance. I don't necessarily think if you're making it for more than one person, I think it's more economical. But if you're just making it for one person, I don't see
because
the
like
economical
for
benefit.
to make one bento, you don't even use like $5. Like,
yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Personally, I don't.
But it probably doesn't taste good if you don't.
It tastes good.
Okay, well, we'll have to do it. And then, okay. So she's going to make the bento one day. I'll report in on that one. But how about supper or dinner?
So like now, like I said, I do like more your way. Cause like
my way.
I mean, like I wanted to try to cook
you
like
mean Western way.
No, like
No.
my mom's way, like little stuff, many little stuff, and then like rice.
That takes a lot of effort.
Rice and then
miso soup.
But you said like if you eat like so many different things at the same time, you get the upset stomach.
Yeah, well,
right?
I mean, like, cause you put too much. If you made like 2 bites of each thing, then that would be okay. But you make like
and then like
too much. I can't eat it.
You say like
your mom.
You
makes
don't wanna
too much for me.
Right, but like that is like kind of like a buffet style on the table, so you don't have to eat.
No, when your mom makes regular dinner, when it's not oshogatsu, when we have dinner, it's tons of little things. She gives me like a little obon. It's too much. I can't eat. You eat half of my stuff.
Yeah, so
I can't eat it all. It's it's way too much.
But calorie wise, it's much less calorie. So for instance, like when I went to United States, within 2 months, I gained 12 kilogram.
2 months, you gained 12 kilograms.
Yeah, it's like how much pound? 24 pounds or something.
I don't know. I do kilograms.
But like I didn't really change how much I eat. But I just switched to Western food completely, and then like Japanese food, like, somehow for me, maybe not for everybody, but for me, I feel full for longer. But like Western food, I feel full, but I get hungry quicker. So I feel like I wanna eat some snack. And then in Torah, the calorie wise, it's like a tremendous calorie.
But to be fair, you always feel like eating here. I don't necessarily agree that you feel hungrier sooner, because here you're always hungry.
But like,
she'll be like, oh, I ate too much kurushi. Not even 5 minutes later, she's like, oh, I want ice cream.
But it's like Japanese term betsubara. We have second stomach. We can eat something sweet or something like little refreshing sherbet.
Yeah, but you
or
complain
something.
about how like suffering you are, and then I'm suffering. But I could eat ice cream.
Yeah, but the thing is, like all my Japanese friends gained at least like 7 to 8 kilo anyway.
But
like
that's
within
common
a month.
because we think it's because of the bread, the amount of bread you eat.
No, I think like
I've seen that a lot.
I think okay, so maybe bread, but like even like dressing or like you have a lot
Drinks
of
too, a lot of sugar.
yeah, you have a lot of like sugar because like we have a lot of type of tea, so we don't really put any sugar most of the time.
No.
And then we don't really put any fat like milk or anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like even one milk, you guys have like more fat in the milk. But you can use like of course you can choose like 0% or 50% or 100%. But the 100% milk tastes different from Japanese milk. So I would say like more fat inside, and then size wise it's completely different. So I think the reason why most of exchange student from Japan gain the weight is like fat. Sugar and fat.
I think
this combination is worse.
I agree. I think in bigger portions.
Yeah, and then like
because the Japanese people eat a lot of food in my opinion, but they're all small little portions. But you eat more frequently. You don't like in North America, Canada, we eat 2-3 big meals in a day, and that's it.
But like I was very like even terrified how much your parents use butter. Remember, like within like 3 weeks or something, like they use like at least like 1 kilogram butter.
Well, more than that.
Yeah,
I
didn't know like which part that they added that much butter. But like imagine like even you eat like a tiny portion, it was like tremendous calorie. But like if
I know they don't even think they eat that much butter anymore. They're always telling me, "Yeah, we don't eat that much butter or cheese anymore." I'm like,
yeah, but so much like
compared to us, so much.
Remember like the time like your parents made like healthy chicken.
Oh,
and then that healthy chicken had like so much butter and cheese. Remember, when we say healthy, we just steam the vegetable and then
no, my mom called it healthy because it had herbs and tomatoes on top.
Right.
And that's why it was healthy. This is like that does not make it healthy.
I think like the definition of healthy a little bit different.
No, I think people just lie to themselves in North America. I constantly see like people who don't really understand nutrition. And they don't eat well, but then they do something a little different that is a little bit better. Like, oh, I'll eat more vegetables, but then they put so much butter and salt on those vegetables.
Like dressing,
or dressing on their salad. But they're like, oh, I'm eating salad now. But it's like, yeah, salad is better, but you need to still step away a bit more. It's to me, it's hilarious because I've never really been a big eater. So nutrition has never been a big issue for me. But I can just see like the portion size. Like people, in my opinion, if people just ate less in North America, they'd lose weight. The portion sizes are way too big. I've talked about this before, but
but
they just need to eat less.
Right, but at the same time, like I think it's better to take care of the ingredient. Like ingredient wise, like if you use a lot of butter like that, or and then like salt, and then like any kind of fried thing. It's just like high calorie and unhealthy, and then like no wonder you gain the weight. And then for instance, me like after I finished my exchange student program, I came back to Japan and then I was very fat. Yeah. According to my sister.
She wasn't fat, but.
And then I didn't do anything. I just switched back to Japanese food, and then for 3 months I lost completely everything I put on.
Oh wow.
So I realized like, what did I eat? Like I ate the same thing, my sharemate or flatmate are eating.
Yep.
And then like I gained so much, and then when I just switched to Japanese, I lost like no diet, like no heavy diet or no like hard exercise or anything. Just like switch back to Japanese food. So
well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But at our house, she does. We eat more Japanese
more
food,
Japanese food,
but
yeah.
we eat it in a Western way.
Yeah.
Essentially, because I can't eat a lot of food, so she just makes me 2 or 3 things. I can't cook very well. She's
Mainly
very gracious, and
vegetable.
she likes and you like cooking. I do the dishes. That's the trade-off. So I'm more than happy to do it. But what was I saying? Oh, the cooking. So we eat like fish, a lot of fish. I really like grilled fish. I like salmon, steamed vegetables. I don't really like boiled vegetables or like stir-fried vegetables as much. I really like steamed because I feel it tastes the best.
And then more like nutrition remain.
And then we always have a little rice. And then Yuka will have
We have like brown rice.
brown rice. Yep. We have brown rice. That's more a recent thing though. We do eat.
We switched to
we
brown
do
rice.
eat white rice too, but we're trying to be a bit more healthier. And then you know every once in a while we used to eat a bit more Western dishes in between, but every once in a while we'll have like tacos or we'll have pasta. I think my mom left us lasagna here still, so yes. She makes an epic lasagna. And what else do we eat? Just a variety of things. We'll have. I'm on a year-long pizza fast. So we eat pizza, but not for the last year. Have you eaten pizza in this last year? No. So like involuntary. Mine was voluntarily, and doesn't have to, but she just hasn't eaten it.
And then plus like I don't need it.
Yeah.
Because I don't really grow
pizza.
up eating pizza. So even like pizza is gone from my life. It's okay. So like I was so glad that you started this challenge because like I was worried about your health before because at least once a week you eat tons of pizza.
Yeah, once a week.
And then like I told you, remember, like now you are young, so you don't have any like stomach or anything, tummy, but this is going to be piled up, and then later on your metabolism is getting low, and then you aged, and then your tummy will sticking out. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't drink alcohol either, so I think I've never really been a big alcohol guy, so I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people in Canada have bellies is because of alcohol. And that's another reason we stay healthy, because we both don't drink really at all. I've kind of I used to have one occasionally with people, but I'll have
socializing.
Maybe I'll have a drink every 6 months or so. I think, and I don't really like it. Yeah. But that being said, I do a challenge every year, and next year's challenge for me, starting in February 2020. I don't know when this will air. We're going to put it in April, so I should be into the challenge already by the time you guys see this. But I will be doing only water. I'm only going to drink water for a year, and I'm not so strict on it. So I'll have like bubbly water is fine, or you put a little lemon or cucumber or whatever.
Detoxed water.
Detoxed water. But I just kind of want to, every year I challenge myself. Last year was, because pizza is my favorite food, I decided I'm going to do a year without pizza. And it's been successful. So I'm going to up it, because I do like flavored beverages like juice or tea or Coca-Cola. And I'm just going to go for water, because I want to see how it affects my skin. And we used to, before we had flavored stuff, we used to just drink water as a species, so it can't be that bad for you.
Actually, like when I was eating together pizza with you, I was not feeling healthy. Like I was always tired.
Yep.
And then
But it tasted so good. I'm gonna eat pizza again. Don't worry.
I put a little weight, I think. But like I think like because I've been skipping pizza, because like really you ate pizza at least once a week, and then it was like tons of pizza, right? And then we actually did like triple pepperoni or double cheese, and then it was like so greasy on the on the box. And then
you could almost see through the box.
And then like I was eating together with you once a week, and then like every day, like next day, especially next day, like I wake up very tired, and then I put a little weight. So like I like that challenge. I wish you can continue.
Well, we'll eat less pizza now. It's not. We're not gonna be eating it once a week anymore as much as I would like to. We'll dial it back maybe once every 2 weeks or once every month. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I still love pizza, so I'm glad I did the challenge, but I'm happy it's coming to an end. That being said, gotta move on to the next challenge. That challenge will end in February. I start on the day after my birthday, so the next challenge will begin the day after my birthday. So February 2020 pizza challenge ends, water challenge begins. And Yuka, are you doing a challenge this year? No challenge.
And then like back to the home cooking.
Oh yes, that's what we were talking about.
I think like I don't know as a family, but especially my mom pay attention what kids eat. So since I was like infant kid, she never let me eat something easy, meaning like you can just like buy it from somewhere. She always homemade. Like so many variety, even when I was little. And then like she even stopped me. Sometimes the kids cannot control how much we eat, right? Kids eat.
Well, I did.
Yeah, but sometimes I didn't. Like, oh, there's a sweets. I wanna eat more and more. My mom always like stopped me. Don't eat that. It's but maybe like little portion is okay, but it's going to be more, bad effect to your health. And then like she trained me not based count on any supplement or anything. Try to take all, for instance, like a vitamin or any kind of nutrition from pure food. And how she cook is like healthy best way she can do. And then like she every day she come up with different type of menu and the dishes and so many variety. And then like we in Japan we have the word shokuiku. Shokuiku is like education of food. So like we put the very respect, and then also like we see important food, because like what you eat is what you are, like what you eat, right?
I agree.
So
and Japan's very strict. I mean, even pregnant women can't gain more than 9 kilos.
I mean, like depend on doctor, and then but for instance, my sister like put so much weight when she was carrying my niece. She was told by doctor, okay, like you are gaining so much weight, so please take care what you eat. It's not good, but like there is a trend always, right? Like, like the back then when she was pregnant, that was like a trend was very high, saying like. It's okay, like baby can grow, like you don't have to eat like twice or 3 times and then gaining like 20 kilo or something. It can be like nothing better about it, right?
See, that's what I like. I like that because in the West, women are told they can just eat as much as they want and need to, and they gain too much weight, in my opinion, and they struggle to take it off in the end. And here it kind of, I always thought, like if you're pregnant you should just keep eating because you're eating for another life form. But to be educated here on the reality that you only need to eat and intake so much for you and the baby, and that you actually, it can be very unhealthy to overconsume even when pregnant. So you need that balance.
Actually, of course,
so I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, of course, hormone or your appetite goes very up.
Yep.
But even so, my sister was told to control that. You don't have to eat that much. Your appetite goes up. That's natural, but it's not necessary to eat that much.
Yeah.
So all those healthy conscious it's everywhere in Japan, no matter what you are doing, what the condition you are, and then I think this is very good. And then we are educated pretty great about food.
Yep,
and then especially moms. I respect all moms. How much they devote cooking for kids.
Yep.
And then they all manage nutrition and calorie and how much healthy they can get. So I think it's all about mom's effort.
Yeah,
most
I think
of the
so.
time. And then also all those surrounded. Because my mother was kind of suffering from hunger after World War II ended, right?
Yep. I think a lot of countries were.
Right. That's why my grandmother, grandmother's generation, whenever they saw me, eat that, eat this, you should eat them all. That's
same with me.
stuff, right?
That was my grandma.
Yeah.
You need to eat.
Because I understand because they eating food is their main concern.
Yeah. I mean, your survival, right?
Yeah. So I get that, but my mom's generation is another stage.
Yes.
We can take care of more consider about healthy.
Yeah.
Being healthy or what you eat, you can choose, right?
Yeah.
So I highly believe fat cell or all those basic you are made when you are little. So I didn't really, even I eat a lot, I don't really get the weight. I just can't maybe my body was made in that way because what my mom did for me.
Yeah, I think I think how you are raised at the beginning of your life really affects you later in life. I think that's pretty true. So I think we both had healthier childhoods growing up. Our parents were both, I know my mom and dad, they fed us pretty healthy food. I can't really remember back so much.
You try not to eat.
Yeah, I'm just not that hungry all the time. I don't know, but I'm just weird. But I think this is such a big topic. We'll probably talk about food again. We've already been going for way longer
right.
than
but
we normally have. So if there's any more,
I just wanna say homemade cooking is all about caring.
Yes.
Caring others, so caring yourself too, and then you love others and you love yourself. That's why you want to care what you eat, right?
Yes.
So whenever I cook at home or cook bento or what I eat from the restaurant, I want to choose the healthiest way I can do. I don't want to get sick for others because I don't want to die. What are you gonna do, right? Without me, you can't survive.
I'm dying first.
I have to stay healthy for all my family, and then for myself.
Yes.
And then
it's a big burden to bear, right?
I want to everybody who involved with my life to be healthy. No sick or disease.
Yes.
That's what I always think when I'm cooking.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
So maybe we can even one day we'll film you cooking, see what you're up to.
Remember when I'm cooking, your mom was looking at, and then she said why do you wipe the oil?
Yeah.
Or,
yeah. Why are you so healthy?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it makes sense. I mean I think also we both have a history of medical issues. some pretty serious medical issues, and I think that also plays a huge factor in our diet choices. But that's a story for another time. Anything else you want to say today? I know it feels like we're kind of ending on a incomplete, but I think that's okay because we've been talking for about 50 minutes now.
Right, and then I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I can tell. She's always like, because I really find it fascinating how like Yuka's this unique perspective on life where she likes research, and I want to kind of get onto that in another kind of topic, because she can go tell you about how she's kind of an otaku about research if it's something she likes, and it's really interesting. But thanks for coming out today. It's New Year's next week, so I don't.
Yo-yo Toshio.
Yep, Yo-yo Toshio. We might have another one film in the next couple days, so you might hear Yo-yo Toshio again. But that's Japanese for have a good year, Nick.
Yeah.
All right, end of the good year. Yoi is good. Toshi is year.
But when they are listening, maybe it's not the yo-yo.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Now it's New Year's for us, but
So, ne?
well, this won't be up until 2020 summer on YouTube. But it is what it is. We can still say what we're doing now, right?
So, yo-yo Toshio.
Yo-yo Toshio. Kotoshimo.
今年もお世話になりました。
Alright, take care everybody. Bye.